Hi guys, sometimes we know what happened, but why could be something that we might never figure out, or it might take years. I lost 2 days last week. I know what, but why. In this week's video, we will be looking at that. So let's go. Hi, my name is Paula Simon, a believer who 25 plus years ago made a decision that changed my life, strengthened my faith, which led to a closer walk with God. On this channel, I encourage women to be more proactive in their life and embrace changes one step at a time. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or visitor, welcome also. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification button so YouTube will let you know when a new video is uploaded. Also, please share the video. It will be greatly appreciated. As I said in the introduction, and you will see from the thumbnail, is that last Monday, I woke up. It was a normal day. I had some plans which I needed to get done, places I needed to see, and I had a great day. Doing my usual oohing and hawing at monuments and street patterns and a new cafe or a colored building. And my day went along greatly. I reached back into the apartment, reached back into the hotel room. About 5:30 minutes to 6, which is still early for you guys, like for instance in the US or Canada. It was just after 1 o'clock. And I went on the computer, and then just as I log into Yahoo to check my mail, right in front is the whole situation, the whole thing with Will Smith. But let me back up a bit. Sunday evening, I was sorting out some paperwork, like getting my receipts together and things like that in the hotel room. And I had TD Jakes playing in the background. It was moving from one sermon to the next sermon, and it was just there. I think I remember some of it, but it is still a soothing song. But in one of the sermons, I don't know which one, this word stick out. He said, "We are judged by what we do," without anyone knowing why. And I said, oh, so true. But I went on, that playing in the background. So fast forward now to Monday. I went online earlier before I went on the road. I went online earlier, and I saw someone that I was following put up what you guys think about the slap. I saw it. I read the statement or the question about 2 or 3 times because it wasn't adding up. And then it dawned on me something happened. But I said, I don't know what it is, and I didn't pay attention. That had to be about 30 minutes to 1 US time. It was already early morning here in Portugal. So as I said, I went along with my day. When I returned and went on Yahoo, this thing is crazy because I saw the caption and this thing hit me like a ton of bricks. It was a physical reaction I got to it, which I just could not understand. Okay, I know of Will Smith, I know of Chris Rock, but do I know them personally? No. Is there any extra attachment or a favorite actor or comedian? Nothing of the sort. It's 2 guys, this seems to be normal. In other case, I extremely like them or extremely dislike them. It's just mutual for me. Then I went online and I saw on Facebook the question then that was raised earlier, what they think about the slap. And people, and I think I write something, but you never really know what's happening. But guys, as I write this thing, I was feeling the reaction of this whole thing physically. And then I could not escape it. I went to YouTube, not only to look at my own video, but to look at some videos about my website because I need to do some work about it. And as YouTube helped me build that website. So I went back to get more tutoring, so to speak. But I could not escape this. And as the day progressed, I start feeling very, very dark. I was going down a very, very dark road. My whole joy, everything was shrinking. I went to bed Monday night, wake up Tuesday, and I just couldn't get rid of this feeling. So I went out on the road thinking that going through my usual of the train and the bus and the wooing and the pawing about everything would help me. So I was doing all of that. But guys, under all this excitement, this heaviness was there. And when I'm not taking out any camera or anything, the feeling is harder. And as Tuesday progressed, I start feeling worse and worse. That I was on the bus. I took a bus to a stop. The last stop was such a great scenery. At one time, we was driving down this very narrow road. You're seeing shops on both sides. This would have been a great video. I sat in the bus with the phone in my bag, not even in my hand. And I was trying everything to build my spirit up. Start checking, well, okay, Paula, you're supposed to be happy. You're here in Portugal. You could buy a meal for yourself. You're in a great hotel room. Robin and Kenya is great. And everything that I'm trying to do, this feeling's still going down. And then in my head, it started playing. Why are you worrying about these people? They don't even know you. They don't even care about you. We worry about Bill and Chris. They're wealthy. They have support system. They have friends. They have the money in case even if they need help. You don't have the kind of support. Why are you worrying about these people? And it's so these two things are playing in my head. And everything around me just became gray. I'm there, but not enjoying myself. I returned to the hotel room Tuesday evening and I called my sister Deborah. It was still early in Guyana. And I talking with her and I said, Deborah, I don't know, I'm feeling so down. She said, usually perhaps it's something happening, And I tried to tell her nothing is happening because I was too embarrassed to tell her that I get myself all upset and feeling so down over two people that I don't know nothing about. And then again, it's playing in my head. Why are you worrying about these people? These people don't mean anything to you. You don't really know them. So with that, it's hard now for me to really admit to someone that why I am feeling down because of what was playing in my head for hours. I went to bed Tuesday night. I talking with Kenya, but I know her. She knows what happened. In fact, she might be known since the night before. She might have watched the award. If Kenya did not mention it to me, it's because she do not want to deal with it herself. And I know that much. So I will call in the morning to pray for her and Robin before they go to work and school. We will talk in the evening what I did, what she did for the day and all of that. But I'm not mentioning it. And she knows that I know about it. And I know that she knows about it. And because we're not mentioning it to each other, it is a clear indication that we do not want to deal with it. But like there was no way for me to escape. Every time I go online, you've seen about 10 or 12 things popping up. Guys, I said, I'm talking to myself. I really and truly checking all what's perfect in my life. I'm not supposed to be feeling so down. Wake up Wednesday morning. I don't know what time it was. But I get up to go to the bathroom. And guys, as I open my eyes and raise my feet off of the bed onto the ground, this whole thing comes. Then I know it's serious. If I'm waking up in the morning and the first thing that passes in my head is this whole thing that happened with these two other human beings, I know I'm in trouble. I went to the bathroom and I came back on the bed and I started praying to God. I said, Father, this feeling robbed me of yesterday. This is a new day. I don't want these feelings to rob me. Father, I don't know why it is happening to me. I know what it is, but I'm just asking you, not why, but please relieve me now. I know from my experience and my walk with God, God got a way sometime of revealing things to me very quickly. And guys, I waited, not even waiting, but 3-4 years after, everything come back together. And then I realized why whatever happened 4 years ago, why it happened. So I don't know when he's going to relieve the why to me. But what I wanted was relief now of how it's affecting me. So I was praying. I walked pacing up and down this hotel room floor and I was praying because I know I want to be able to go back to sleep. As I said, I don't know what time it is. Based on the time that mean, the rest of the day I will be feeling crappy for lack of sleep. Plus this heavy feelings. So I was praying. After a while praying, I feel so relaxed and I was about to go to sleep. Then the Holy Spirit disrupt my sleep by saying, why you don't pray for Will and Chris? And I'm thinking, Will and Chris to pray for them now? I want to go back to sleep. But remember, I just was asking him to relieve me. So in me head, you just ask a favor, you best carry out the instruction. And I prayed for these two guys. And I asked God to reveal to them whatever it is. Here was my view on the situation. I don't know why it happened, but the whole world knows what happened. And as I believe, things isn't happenstance. It's not the just will might be macho or whatever is it. It's not Chris going over the edge with the jokes or whatever it is. It is more than that. The minute we could figure it out, that means we do not know what happened. Because it's bigger than that. That was a pinnacle of Will's success of his career. It was broadcast internationally. Chris Rock, even if he wasn't known around the world before because of the Oscar, that night he was known. If somebody else never watched an Oscar presentation before and they had tuned in the one night, they saw Chris Rock, then they would have known who he was. Why it happened, I don't know. I don't even know if Chris or Will know why it happened. But one thing I know for certain, as a believer and as a child of God, and I never heard either one of them said they do not believe in God, that mean they believe in God. And they were raised by black women. So chances are they're believers. God intercede at that spot in that way for some reason. And I know it is for both of their good. You see, Chris been making jokes for years. That's what he do. He's a comedian. He's an actor, but he's mostly known as a comedian. And he's tell up-teen jokes. The thing about it, Chris might not even know his next joke, but God knows his next joke. God knows where his joke will going to be. He knows exactly what is going to be said. God knows everyone that will be listening to that joke. It might not even be something about, he said something about Jada, about her hair or her hairstyle, something like that. It mightn't be that, but whatever it is, God knows that perhaps further down the road, it might be more worse for Chris. So he decided to check him. For all you know, he might have been hinting to him about the jokes that he's making. This is how our Father works. He gave us hints, he gave us the nudges, he gave us the now-turn. When we don't get the message, then we get a pun intended. I didn't mean to stop around here because this is what happened to Chris, but that is what happened. Life smacks us. Be it physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, we get a smack. So, whatever reason that had to happen, I don't know. And I will want to bet 99.9999% of the people who's talking and know, they don't know. These two men had to experience something or to have someone else there in the audience or somewhere around the world. God don't waste opportunities like that. No. It had to happen for somebody to learn something. What they're supposed to learn, who's supposed to learn, I don't know. But I know my Father is in the midst. So after I prayed for them, I was able to sleep. I woke up and then this whole thing came to me about if you put at the side of each thumbnail, there's 3 little dots. When you go on YouTube and you click on that, and then you could decide whether you're going to report this story, you don't want to see it. And I know it was there, but somewhere or the other, dealing with trying to avoid this whole thing that is making me feel sad, I didn't think of it before. So I click on it and I start removing everything about the the comedians, the news, another YouTuber, anybody who mentioned anything about it. I start removing it. YouTube will ask why I would say not interested or I saw it before. They should know I didn't see it before. But anyway, I get it. Even if it's the channels that I might have subscribed to or usually look at, I start blocking everything. And by the time I turn off my computer and I turn it back on, I only see one, I block that one. By the time I deliberately turn the computer off, wait 10 minutes and turn it back on, like to refresh it, everything disappears. I couldn't control YouTube. not YouTube. I couldn't control Yahoo when I go to check my emails. So what I did, I start checking my emails on my cell phone because there no news isn't pop up. I don't have to go to Yahoo landing page to see who face spread across it and what is being said. I go to my phone and start looking at my emails from there. So by Wednesday evening, I felt better. Thursday, Friday, and here we are. I'm recording this video on Saturday. You guys will see it Sunday. I felt so much better, so I was able to enjoy my day. I remember, you see, when I heard that saying from T.D. Jakes, guys, that part of the sermon, I think is the only thing I vividly remember. And I was listening to him for over 3 hours. It was one sermon into another. Because I didn't realize the importance of it, I can't even tell you which sermon it came from. But he said it. He said, we judge people on what they do. We don't know why. And I know right now, might be mostly Will, but to an extent based upon if there's a Will fan, Chris might be getting judged for jokes he made. But we don't know why. So guys, I don't know what's going to happen to your week. What might be happening to you right now as you listen to this video. Something is actively stealing your joy. And it's a decision you have to make. If you don't know why, nothing isn't wrong with that. Don't focus on why. Just ask God to help you with what is happening that is stealing your joy, that is robbing you of the opportunity to experience Him right now. Because He needs us to live in the moment. As I mentioned in last week's video, not being in the moment is something that you could regret. So I don't know what's going to happen to you now, next month, whatever year. I hope and pray you would remember it, is that we don't know, we might know what, but we don't know why. Guys, I thank you so much for listening. And I know this new week is going to get better because as you look at this video, I will be on the plane traveling and I'll tell you more about it. But have a blessed week. And remember, we could always go to the throne even when we're too embarrassed to say what it is on the phone. And I'm so glad that I didn't have anyone to really call and talk much about it. I try to deal with it. And then when I get brilliant enough to realize that, oh, Paula, this is bigger than you pay grade, I went to God. And He helped me and He showed me ways. I don't know why. I don't know why even for myself, why it affected me. But that was a physical effect. I felt it in my entire body and then it went to my emotion. I don't know why. Perhaps I might never know. But I know what happened and I know who I could call on to take care of me. So you guys take care. Bye.